Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be doing Ramadan food preparation, specifically iftar recipes that you can make ahead of time and freeze for later use. Today's video is also very special because I'll be having my mom here with me to translate all of the recipes in Urdu. So I hope you guys enjoyed these recipes. We make samosas, kebab rolls, and egg pastries. Okay, so we're going to start off with putting 1 pound of ground beef.
सबसे पहले आप पैन में कीमा डालेंगे और अगर आप चाहते हैं तो कीमे को थोड़ा सा वॉश कर लें.
To the meat, we're going to add some spices. So I have salt, red chili pepper, cumin powder, and red pepper flakes.
फिर आप डालेंगे नमक, मिर्च और ज़ीरा धनिया पाउडर और थोड़ा सा फ्लेवर के लिए डालेंगे आप थोड़ा सा रेड चिली, shredded chili में.
Now that the meat is fully cooked, we're going to put in some green onions for flavor and color. I'm going to sprinkle that in and give that a good mix.
फिर अब डाले हैं हम इसमें ग्रीन ऑनियन और थोड़ी सी चॉप्ड वाइट ऑनियन और ग्रीन ऑनियन दोनों थोड़ा थोड़ा सा ना.
And now lastly, we're going to add one more spice.
या गरम मसाला थोड़ा सा ना टेस्ट के लिए, फ्लेवर के लिए गरम मसाला डालेंगे बिल्कुल ½ टीस्पून.
And then just mix it for maybe a minute or two and then it's ready. So for the egg rolls, we use these pastry sheets. They're called the TYJ spring roll pastries. And we like them because they're super thin and they fry really well. They get really crispy. What I do is I cut these into thirds. So I'm going to slice them 1 and then 2.
इसको 3 हिस्सों में काटेंगे.
My mom has 2 pastry sheets. She's sealing it closed with some egg whites, just so it doesn't separate when you fry it. Then you're going to start off by taking the corner, flipping it in, and keep rolling it until it makes this little cone shape. And if you want, you hold the corner down so it doesn't move. And then once the cone is ready, you fill it up with meat, and you can be as generous as you want. I like a lot of meat in my samosas. So once you have it filled in, she pushes it with her thumb just to make sure it doesn't fall out while she's closing it. And now she takes that long side, bring it over, cover one side of the triangle, flip it, bring the long side again, flip it over on the triangle. And then once you get to this last bit where there's not a lot to fold, you dip it into the egg white. This is how you're going to seal it closed, and then you close it and hold it for a few seconds, and then voila, there goes the samosa.
ये कॉर्नर पकड़ के आप अपने फिंगर में यहाँ पर ये अंगूठे से पकड़ें, आप अपने थंब से इसको ऐसे फोल्ड करें. फिर और एक बार फोल्ड करेंगे तो ये पॉकेट बन जाएगा. फिर ये पॉकेट के अंदर आप ये कीमा डालेंगे और कीमा माशाल्लाह से अच्छा आएगा, पूरा फुल 1 स्पून. थोड़ा सा इसको अंदर पुश करेंगे आप ऐसा ताकि ये बाहर ना निकले. फिर यहाँ पकड़ेंगे आप ये ताकि ये बराबर से क्लोज हो, नहीं तो तेल बहुत अंदर चले जाएगा. ये एक हो गया कॉर्नर. ये दूसरा, इसको भी मेक श्योर कि ये ना यहाँ से ना नज़र आए. फिर ये दूसरा हो गया कॉर्नर, ये टर्न. अब आप इसको क्या करेंगे, ये डिप करेंगे इसमें जो ये वाइट योक है, ये अंडे का वाइट, ये इसमें डिप करके फिर आप इसको ये बंद कर देंगे. लीजिए आपका समोसा है ये.
Now we're going to make the filling for some spring rolls. Once that's heated up, you're going to pour in half of a cabbage, all shredded up. Let that cook a little bit, and then we're going to add in spices, carrots, and shredded chicken. So the cabbage has wilted down a little bit. It's been about a minute or 2, and now we're going to add shredded carrot and shredded chicken. The chicken is pre-cooked, so make sure you have the chicken on hand. So we're going to give this a really good mix and then pour in our seasoning.
तो सबसे पहले ऑयल डालें आप थोड़ा सा, वो गर्म होने के बाद में कैबेज डालें जो काट के रख लें स्प्रेड करके. फिर 1 मिनट के बाद में आप गाजर डालें. अब सारी सीजनिंग डाल दें उसमें.
Now we're going to pour in the seasoning. It's salt, pepper, garlic powder, and chili powder.
गार्लिक पाउडर डालें इसमें और मिर्ची का पाउडर, नमक और काली मिर्च पाउडर.
And how long do we cook this for?
Just couple minutes, like 2-3 minutes.
The key here is to not overcook the cabbage. You just want it to be cooked enough, but not too soft and wilted. You still want it a little bit crunchy. For the egg rolls, we're going to use the same pastry sheets. So these are the TYJ spring roll pastries. For the egg rolls, we're going to use the full sheet. We're not going to cut these up. So what you do is take one pastry sheet. This time we're using one, not two. Fold one corner over. Then you take your filling. We take about a tablespoon and a half. You don't want to overfill this or else it'll get way too big and then you can't fry it. Now what you do is you fold one over. And then you keep rolling, fold another. And now when you get to the second part, you take the corners and fold it in. So you have this little roll. And then you hold that and flip it over again. Keep rolling, and as you're rolling, you take the sides inside and roll all the way till you get to the itty bitty top. And then you roll one more time just to seal it closed. That's a little trick my mom said. And then once you're done rolling, that little flap to seal it, you're gonna dip it in egg white and then close it. And there you go. You have a little egg roll. So cute.
जी, एक निकालेंगे इसमें से शीट, और आप जब भी बना रहे हैं, जब एक ही निकालेंगे, आप सारे निकाल के नहीं रखेंगे, फिर इसको दूसरे पैकेट में डाल के रख देंगे अलग, क्योंकि बहुत जल्दी ड्राई हो जाते हैं, फिर अच्छे से बनते नहीं। ये एक शीट निकाले हैं, इसमें से एक ही शीट से बनाएंगे ये एग रोल। और ये जब मसाला डालेंगे ना, तो उससे पहले थोड़ा सा इसको फोल्ड कर लेंगे, क्योंकि यहाँ पर बहुत फिर ये गीला हो जाता है, फटने के चांसेस होते हैं। तो ये जितना आपकी मर्ज़ी है आप डालें, 1 चम्मच और उससे भी ज़्यादा, जितनी आपको फीलिंग करनी है ना। ज़रा थोड़ा सा इसको बराबर कर लेंगे, फिर इसको क्या करेंगे, थोड़ा सा आपको पकड़ना पड़ेगा, ये हाथ फोल्ड कर, ये फिर इसको और एक बार फोल्ड करेंगे, फिर यहाँ से इसको करेंगे, फिर यहाँ से इसको करेंगे, ये दोनों। फिर इसको ज़रा सा ये अंदर टर्न करेंगे, क्योंकि ये फिर बहुत बड़े हो जाते हैं बाहर। ये फिर आप दबा के ज़रा सा थोड़ा सा ये गोल रोल करते जाएंगे आप, ये ठीक है। ये रोल करें आप, ये अच्छा। इसको थोड़ा टाइट करने के लिए एक बार फिर आप रोल करेंगे यहाँ से, ये तो ये ज़रा अच्छा टाइट बन जाएगा, ये टाइट हो जाएगा। ये देखें आप, अच्छा टाइट हो गया है। अब इसको क्या करेंगे, ज़रा सा ये वाइट लगा देंगे, ब्रश से लगा लें आप, या बड़ी प्लेट में डाल के ना इसको डिप कर लें अंदर, ये।
For this next recipe, I want to share something super easy that doesn't require any pre-cook. So these you can find at any like grocery store, Indian or Arabic, and they're already ready-made and they're frozen. So all you have to do is heat it up. So these are kebabs, and then I also got these parathas that you can just like put them in the pan and cook them really quick, and then you can make some quick and easy kebab rolls. These are always a really good hit, especially if you're running low on time. These are a great option. So I'll show you guys how I make this. These are the kebab packets. I'm just going to open them up, lay them down, and bake them. Now I'm cooking the parathas. So this is the packet, and this is what they look like inside. They're just like individually wrapped parathas, and you really only have to cook it for like a minute on each side. So these are really great, especially if you're running low on time. Now we're going to assemble the kebab rolls. These are the pre-cooked parathas. All I did was pan fry this for about a minute each. They turn out so crispy and flaky. These are so good. Okay, so we're starting it off with the paratha. Then we're putting some sauces or chutneys. So this is a green chutney. And honestly, we already had this pre-made, so I don't have a recipe. If I find a recipe, I'll put one down below. And then so after green chutney, we put sweet tamarind chutney. And you just want to put a little because then it gets super soggy. Then you take your kebab and place it, and then you take some onions, and then you can put any other ingredients if you want. We like to keep it pretty simple. Then I just roll the paratha, and then we have these parchment papers that we're gonna roll them in, and these are really easy if you want to freeze them, and you can keep them individually. And that is pretty much it.
मलाइशा पराठा है, इसको थोड़ा सा हम फ्राई कर लिए पैन में। फिर अब ये चटनी पहले से बना के रख लिए थे, ये हरी चटनी है, तो इसमें है ज़ीरा, लहसुन और थोड़ा सा खटास, और ये है खट्टी मीठी चटनी, इमली की, तो ये दोनों डालेंगे थोड़ा थोड़ा, फिर और थोड़ा सा ऑनियन डालेंगे। अगर आपको और कुछ दूसरी चीज़ें डालनी हैं तो आप वो भी डाल सकते हैं उसमें, जो आपको पसंद है फ्लेवर्स। फिर ये कबाब रखेंगे आप, फिर इसको फोल्ड करेंगे ये, ठीक है। तो अब हम ये रोल कर लेते हैं इसको। तो चटनी इसलिए ज़्यादा नहीं लगाती क्योंकि बहुत सॉगी हो जाता है ये ना, तो थोड़ी सी। फिर जब खाते हुए अगर आपको और चाहिए तो और ले सकते हैं आप ये। तो आप ये रख लें, आप इसको फ्रीज कर लें या खा लें, रेडी है ये, तैयार है खाने के लिए।
For the egg pastries, just boil a couple eggs. We're only making 6 today, so I only have 3 eggs. But these double up since you're going to split them in half. So put as many eggs as you want. And once they're done hard boiling, then we'll assemble the pastry. Our last recipe are the egg pastries. This is good if you're a vegetarian or you don't want to eat meat. So we're using these puff pastries. These are the Indo-European ones. These are like literally like phyllo dough sheets. They're super thick. These are so flaky and buttery. So this is so easy. I'm using 1 sheet to start off with. I'm going to take half of an egg that we boiled and I peeled, and I'm going to season it with salt and pepper. Once you season it, you take the egg and flip it over, and then take each side and you basically fold it over. This is what it looks like. It's so easy, and it sounds like it won't be tasty, but these are actually super good. The other way to make this is slicing this in half. Take an egg again, season the egg with a little bit of salt and pepper, flip it over, and then you flip each corner over and just press it down a little bit, and these stick pretty well. And there you have it. And from here, all there's left to do is pack these up in Ziploc baggies. A tip we have here is to make sure you pop the samosas and egg rolls in the freezer for a little bit before you put them in Ziploc bags so they don't stick to each other. And yeah, you can label it and pull these bags out whenever you're ready to cook for iftar. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. Come back for a sahur recipe video next week. Bye!